If you're not one of words of affirmation, then that takes a lot of work for you to go ahead and do that, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, you could really blow somebody's mind being like that who never has technically been exposed to that.
Yeah.
At least, if not exposed, maybe done in a healthy manner, because there's so much we take in relationships from prior situations because we're in search and looking for the thing that suits us or fits us, and sometimes it's hard to take on someone coming to you from just a genuine. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is. And then so the second part before we go to break, because we want to make sure that we are responsible with our time, is quality time.
I wanna spend quality time.
Look, y'all, I'm about to give him a karaoke mic. You about to be on here with a microphone. Next week, I might just bring a karaoke mic and let him just go ahead and get it in.
Rest in peace, Tommy Thompson. High five. Yeah.
All right, so quality time. You like to spend uninterrupted time with your partner. It's critical you have enough time to hang out and enjoy each other with undivided attention. No distractions, please.
Yeah.
And then the second one is meaningful when they make time for you, when they prioritize you in their schedule and don't cancel plans.
Well, I've been guilty of that, right? I mean, I've been really guilty of that, y'all.
Listen.
Wow.
Quality time is also important to create memories and special moments together, and it's super important. Sharing new experiences means the world to the person who loves quality time. Time is precious and it's meaningful to soak in every second of your time together. And so it makes that person feel content and happy when they're around their partner, even if you really aren't doing anything. The important thing is that they're spending time focused on time together.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so that's what we doing, right? So when you really think about those, and you know what's really deep about this is because I am a words of affirmation person, but I'm also a quality time person. Right?
Yeah, you love quality time.
I do. I love time with you. And I think sometimes people don't understand. It's like, how can you want so much time with me? Yeah, we got kids. I love my kids, right? I know you love our kids. But it's nothing like being able to just spend time with you alone without them. Sharing moments. Because at the end of the day, our kids are going to grow up. They're going to go live their lives. They're going to have their boo at some point. Right? And I don't want to be in no house and we just looking at each other like, who are you?
Yeah, y'all, because then your boy gonna have to get that cup out and get it filled up. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about filling the cup.
Fill my cup.
Fill your cup until it overflow. And so, y'all, that's words of affirmation. That's quality time. Hopefully, you guys can identify yourself in some of them. But we are going to take another break. And we got Anita Baker coming with a rapture.
Yeah, she's coming to Atlanta. Valentine's Day, State Farm Arena.
See why you ain't telling me? We supposed to be up in the concert. What we doing?
Okay, let me make some phone calls.
Okay, yeah, you need to work on that. That's a Valentine's Day gift. See, he telling on himself. Anita, we coming, girl. All right, we cutting to this commercial. We'll be right back. See, why you ain't telling me she was coming?
I just found out myself.
Hey, y'all, I'm sorry for whatever reason. The internet live cut out, and so it did not allow me to save y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and invite you guys back in because I'm not sure what happened. Please put your question back in to the comment section that you had. For whatever reason, I think I'm going to try to switch from Facebook Live to YouTube Live because it seems like every time we do the Facebook Live, it cuts out on you guys. And I don't want to have to do two different videos. So we're going to try to do that, I guess, starting next week.
We'll get our media team on it.
Yeah, we're going to try to make sure that we get you guys where the video is uninterrupted. So we apologize for the technical difficulties. I don't know, but y'all already know if you've been following me anytime. Facebook don't like me being great at all. They be trying to cut me out on all my stuff. But this is good. This is good. Make sure y'all put in the comment section how you feel.
This is good.
This is good. This is good.
That's what she's saying.
I know that we did have some questions by Mike and also by Danielle, and I'm hoping that they join back in because we did not get a chance Oh Lord, I don't know nothing about YouTube. Oh girl, we gonna hook you up, girl. If I gotta do a tutorial for you to watch YouTube, you gonna find this. This gonna be easy. All you're gonna have to do is click a link, and it's gonna take you right to the video. That's all. Danielle, put your question back. No, your question was some ideas for husbands to surprise their wives. What can you tell other men about surprising wife? And then
I don't know what to tell them because I'm like, what could I tell another man how to surprise him?
Easily tell them what you would do.
Okay.
Tell them what you would do.
We talking to my former self or my
We
now self?
We talking to your now self.
Okay.
That former self. We don't like him that much.
Maybe something that was in the trenches.
So, question real quick. So you said cut it at the 4:58, but it's only 4 minutes long.
Did it cut down to only 4 minutes?
Yeah, it's 4 minutes and 10 seconds. So you want to play the whole thing?
Yeah, we can fade it. We can fade into it.
Okay. So I'm gonna fade it, and I'm turning your mic up now.
Caught up in the rapture of you.
The fact that you just hit that note.
Nose, y'all.
The fact that you just hit that note and you didn't crack.
I need a baby come to State Farm.
Yes.
February 14th.
Look, you promote State Farm Arena. Can we get State Farm to come and promote us? I'm just saying.
Hey.
Maybe we'll be there one day soon, sitting in the sideline, love-hating relationship.
Be in a box.
Okay, yeah, we'll take that too. We would take that too. All right, y'all. So welcome back to the show. If you guys missed that last part, we were talking about the words of affirmation and quality time. We had some of our social media people ask us some valuable questions, and so we are really excited about getting you guys the answer. So Carl, that you want to be called, but his name is Draw Day on the show, y'all. But he like to be stuck.
It's not Draw Day. It's Draw Day.
It's Draw Day. That's how you gotta say it. It's Draw Day. And y'all, I've adapted a new name. It's Natasha.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm just kidding. A little spicy. All right. All right.
Got some music over there you can put on real quick.
Do we need to take another break?
No, let's go.
Oh, okay.
Let's stay the time.
All right, so we had a question that came in from one of our listeners on social media, and she wanted to know, what advice could you give to other men about pretty much whining and dining and surprising your spouse? I think it's much needed, but that really ties into what we've been talking about the love languages. Sometimes people don't know what their spouse needs, so they're unable to provide what their spouse needs. And so what would you do if you were talking to another guy and his wife was in need of wanting to be romanticized? Would give him some ideas. You got this thing on lock.
I say, what? Hey man, you ever try hide and go freak?
Hide and go freak.
That's a precursor or appetizer. You know, you can appetizer in first, right? Before you get the big meal, right?
But we talk about some valuable things that they can do outside of just getting some chicken leg. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so if you were in a scenario right now and another guy was talking to you and he's like, man, I don't even know, what I could, what's going on with my wife. She keep on saying, this and that and the other. What advice could you give him?
Well, it depends on the this, that, and the other. Because one deal, I don't know, but I would probably say, depending on the situation, I'd probably start off, hey, you might want to take a day off. And, but before you do that, commit to that, get you a plan in place. Like, whether it's, you want to take a route or you want to leave the city, get on a plane or whatever. You can make a day trip. Something, you don't have to go overboard, because I know right now times are tight for many. And that's okay, because that's not a bad thing, because you can always improvise. That's the point of, you don't allow nothing to stop your train, right? You just you live for the moment, you take it as that and ride it out. So I would just, I would say do something that you dare to do, like something you've never done, but you always in your mind, you're like, man, I wonder if I'd like to, might want to take on that. And, it could be fear that's holding you back. You could be thinking about the money and everything else attached to it. But, hey, look, if it's there to do, push that fear to the side and jump in.
And get creative. Like, get out the box. You got to know what your wife likes first. Before when you were going down to the part where you talking about planning it out, that's what we needed to hear. But I think she wanted you to elaborate, like give some ideas. How would you plan it out? Your ideal, because you've done it for me. And sometimes sporadically you'll just go randomly and grab flowers.
If you want to know that, I'll run, go to the floors, grab some flowers. Already may have a place in mind to go, and it doesn't have to be a dinner meal. It could be like a brunch, right? Because we've done that, right? Yeah. It could be breakfast. It could be, we can, for myself, I don't think I can really remember like the last thing that we did together.
Yeah, the last thing we did, you called me up and you was like, hey, come meet me here. We did brunch, and for me that was special because it was just random. He had an appointment and a business meeting, and then when he was done, he just called me and was like, hey, come meet me over here. To me, that's a turn on because it's like, you thought enough about me to stop in the middle of your day to have me come and meet you where you were at.
And some people may think that's kind of corny, but again, to me, I'm just like, I like living in the moment. So it's like, it's really whatever. Like, I don't try to spend too much of my time, spinning my wheels trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
I try to just ride in it, and ultimately it's going to be what it's going to turn out to be. But you put the effort in, and you doing it from an earnest place. How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about pleasing your mate. It's about, sometimes it's not always the sparks and the glitter and all of that to experience something, to experience a great moment. What could be a great moment?
Yeah.
Just like you were saying early on, with the affirmation, with the words of affirmation and spending the quality time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm telling you, it can really change your life. It could change the level of your relationship.
If you really take the time to learn who you're with. And so, like, before we run out of time with the show, let's get into these other three, because the acts of service could be what your spouse is needing. And it says you feel taken care of by your partner when your partner supports and helps ease your responsibilities. When they do little chores or tasks for you, domestic bliss is unlocked. It means a lot when someone follows through on something, especially if they were paying attention and stepped in to help you. When they do this, your trust to your partner becomes a little bit better. You think talk is cheap. Action means everything to this person. You need someone to come through and know that you can rely on them. Show, not tell. You love when your partner steps in to do little things for you to make life a little easier. If you're feeling stressed or tired, it would be nice if your partner saw it as an opportunity to step up and alleviate your burden by taking something off your plate that's easy for them to do. That's a small act that helps you feel taken care of.
Wow. And I just hearing you say that, I'm just like, okay, how many of us fellas out here missing the mark on that one?
Right. But you know what? Not only the fellas, because you may actually need that, and us women need to also understand that the weight on our husbands and our men is great. Y'all responsibility to be the head is a lot. And if we don't know what you need, we could be showing you acts of kindness and service too to help you take it to another place. So another one is gifts. Now this goes to all my ladies out here that sometimes are called gold diggers. Sometimes you're not a gold digger. That just may be your love language. You feel love when you receive a gift. The present itself is nice, but it really is the thought behind it that counts. After a date or trip, it's a special take memento home with you, something that you can take home with you. Seeing it reminds you of the sentimental moments. I got choked up on that because I was just thinking like, ooh, I want to take a trip, and I can see us walking in the store and just grabbing something off the shelf and taking home that, that special thing that reminds us of that. We talked about that with the intimacy when we talked about the aesthetic, remember? Yeah. Just something that looked beautiful and you just take it home.
I was thinking you was talking about that blue collar. That kind of just nudged my
we
spirit.
We love the blue collar. The best gifts are meaningful ones, and especially if it's a surprise gift. So this goes back to what our listener was saying. When it's a surprise gift, it's even better. It strengthens the bond and builds a deeper connection for you. During holidays, birthdays, anniversaries, you want to commemorate it with a present of some kind. Those days are extra special, and you love using those days as a reminder of your commitment. And then the fifth thing, the gesture of receiving a gift demonstrates that you are seen, cared for, and prized. You really thrive on the thoughtfulness behind the gesture and treasure nostalgic items. So guess what? Some of y'all be
That
wanting
should
them
be nostalgic moments, y'all.
nostalgic moments. All right, and then we're gonna talk about the touch now. Y'all see, I've been touching him the whole episode because I think all of these are me. I'm just a love language chick. That's gonna be my new shirt. I'm a love language chick, right? And so you look forward to hugs, cuddles, and kisses. Nothing beats a good old tackle and some physical intimacy. Yes, honey.
Blue collar.
You feel grounded in a relationship with physical affection is accessible and often cultivated. Holding hands, long embraces, and kisses are common and welcome occurrences. Your game for public displays of affection. It helps you feel wanted and desired. If your partner is sitting next to you, you would rather sit side by side to cuddle up. The closer the better. Now, especially if they're nearby.
Now that sounds like a white collar situation. Right?
No, not really, because listen to this. Sexual intimacy makes you feel loved and closer to your partner.
Now is that with lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
Okay.
Yeah. You gotta have some spicy.
So that's blue collar right there. Like I said all show. Blue collar, baby.
Yeah, so it says, if you want to know if your wife always feels loved, these are some comments that I'm reading from the social media followers. They're saying, it definitely helps to know what she likes so you can give her what she needs. Fellas need to spend more time learning their woman. Not corny at all. They're saying what you were talking about is not corny at all. If you know, one of the guys have stepped in. He says, if you know your wife, she will always feel special and loved. But if not always easy, but it's not always easy for men. Some have never been in a serious relationship. That is so true. Yes, come through, men, come through. Someone else also said the little things definitely matter, and the thoughts 100% counts. And so, y'all, as we are wrapping this up, we thank you guys once again for tuning into Love, Hate, and Relationships, y'all. We have to make sure that we are always doing the work, right? And it doesn't mean that it's always going to be easy, y'all. It doesn't. We have fun on here, but we also have our struggles. But you know what? As long as we understand that love is our language, then I think we can get through everything. I think we really can. You know, it says love endures. Love conquers all things. That's biblical. I don't have the scripture in my hands in front of me. But when you really think about that, it says love endures all things. That's not just waking up and saying, ooh, I feel like I love you today. You fall in a hole. But how can you fall in love? You get what I'm saying? You fall in a hole, but you can climb out of that.
You can't fall in love and fall out like
that?
No,
you can't fall in love and fall out. Because it's not a light switch. God is love.
But for the ones that use it as one, I mean...
Then they're using their emotion. That ain't love. That's lust.
Lust, y'all.
So, you know, you want to make sure that you guys check in with your significant other, or, you know, the person that you desire to spend the rest of your life with. And maybe this is time for you to sit down and really figure out, who are you in this? Because you know what, like we said, we grow up, we get older, we mature in our relationships, and sometimes our love language change. And one thing I'll say too is sometimes we can endure bad things in our relationship, and that may also change our love language. Like we may have once been affectionate, but because of something that happened in a toxic relationship, we no longer want to kiss and hug, and that's not fair to the new person that you're in. And so you know what, we're going to come back and on another episode, we're going to talk about forgiveness in a relationship and how we got to let go of that old baggage so that we can have what we're supposed to have in the relationship that we in. But y'all don't quote me on that, because I'm just speaking right now because we end this conversation, but it is definitely a conversation that needs to be had. We can't keep on bringing old relationships into our new ones and expecting things to work. Why you quiet?
No, because I mean, if you don't know that, you don't know that. But I guess once you come into knowing that, then it helps you to understand.
That's why you got to tune into Love, Hate, and Relationships, because we're going to bring it to you 100%, because we here.
Because we here. And guess what, y'all? We got a new phrase tonight.
Let's put some word on it.
That's it. Lay it down.
All right, y'all. Well, thank you for tuning in. It has been real. We really appreciate it. Make sure that you guys stay safe this week. Hit us up in the DMs. Let us know what you guys want us to talk about. And we will see you next week.
You guys have a great, happy Valentine's Day.
Yes. Peace out. You supposed to say.
Oh.
I just didn't want to do it dry, just chop, so I just put the end of that.
No, you're
That's
okay.
good.
Just for him.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for another amazing show. Thank you guys for tuning in. That's true. You can't hold old stuff into a new relationship. That's why we need to communicate. Absolutely, we need to communicate. And we are going to talk about some effective ways to communicate on this show. Mike said this was good. Danielle said thanks for another amazing show. Hey, Karen. Hey. Hey, Jawanda. Hey, Shaz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys missed the show, you missed a good one. Make sure you go back and replay. Let us know, y'all. We're going to come on. We also want to offer this to you guys, and you tell us if this is something that you want to do. We did get some feedback from you, and you all said that you wanted more in-depth conversations after this. So if you want to join us in about 1 hour, okay, in about 1 hour at 10 p.m. Now, I know it's late. Some of y'all old heads might be ready to go to bed already. But if you want to join us at 10 p.m., we are going to, what you going to say?
It's nap zone time. It's sleepy sleep time.
Oh, it's nap zone time. It's sleep time. It's nappy zone time. Oh, it's nap zone time. It's sleep time. It's nappy zone time. Oh, oh, oh.
That is hilarious.
Look, y'all. If y'all want to join us in about 1 hour, we are going to go. They said too cute. We are going to go come back to you guys live, and we're going to go more in depth to what we were talking about. If you guys will just give us an hour to get where we need to get to be stationed and set up, and then when we get there, you said that's a good deal?
You're welcome to join.
Then you're welcome to join live. And if you guys even want to come on camera with us, we would love for you to come on. That way you can feel more personable to ask your questions. So tune in, y'all. Don't look. It's a couple of y'all in here in 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour. We're gonna come back live and we're gonna go in depth. You guys asked for it. Now show up. She said, tag me, please. Look, see?
Yeah.
I will definitely make sure that I tag you if I can remember. We got to get from point A to point B, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive more in depth in it. If you guys have any questions before we get to the live video, please put it in there. If you want to come live with us, y'all be ready to come on camera. Because we're going to pull you in. All you got to do is request to be added in the video. We have no problem with you guys coming in and asking your question, because sometimes it helps us out with the video instead of it interrupting the stream with Facebook. All right, so we'll see you guys at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.